Hey, we are live. Welcome to NERDINT, Nerd Intelligence, where I bring you the nerd news. So let's see what we got going on this evening. I'd like to welcome everybody. I know I got one person watching, and hopefully get some people on Facebook. So I wanted to say thanks for everybody for stopping by for right now, and let's get to it. This is interactive news, so I need you to chat. Talk to me. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know how you're feeling. We're going to have some fun tonight. So before we get going, I wanted to bring up some images. Maybe. What the heck is going on? There we go. I'm going to bring up some images, some things to talk about, and of course what's on everybody's mind right now is the hurricanes. So unfortunately, we've got that going on. It's not pretty in Texas, folks. Gas prices are going to go up. Things are going to get just downright ugly before it's over. If you're going to blame gas prices on a hurricane, I believe four refineries are shut down, so that's going to make it rough on people for a while. But what I'd like everybody to take away from this is there's been a lot going on lately with a lot of different things, and what I see most out of this is people helping people, neighbors helping neighbors. One of the groups that went down to help is the Cajun Navy. Cajun Navy. That's who this group is that's up on there now. They got their boats and their airboats, and they went in to help people, get them out of the tragedy. If you want to help, if you want to donate, find somebody good. Find somebody that you know and trust will do the right things with your money. There are way too many scams out there already, and that is sad to say. But go spend the money. So hey, welcome random hero to the stream. Glad you can make it. Thanks for reporting in. Let me know what your thoughts are on the hurricane. I know it's bad. It's just a bad situation all around, and there's no way to make it better right now. People are hurting, and that's not good. Americans are hurting. The National Guard is getting called out. State of Indiana is going to have some units that are going out. From what I understand, there's going to be 12,000 total National Guard soldiers that are going to go help, and that's a good thing, because that's what the National Guard is all about. So, all right. Well, another tragedy that I'm going to talk about just real quick. This is the 20-year anniversary of Princess Diana's death. It's interesting in a sense. She got killed. Her driver was taking her away from paparazzi, however you say that, and it's sad when people die, especially when they're young, and tragic accidents like that happen, and it's a horrible thing. But we would like to remember Princess Di and all the good that she did in the UK and around the world. She took up some children's charities and did some good things. So that's all you can ask. People trying to do good things, the right things. So, is that where I want to go next? That's exactly where I want to go next. I love TV. I love the 80s. And if you've not seen the Goldbergs, you should go outside and slap yourself. Because this, if you grew up in the 80s like I did, and you love all things 80s, or you even like 80s music, you will love the Goldbergs. This show is friggin' hilarious. I love it. I hate to miss it when it's on. I'm glad I got Hulu. just so I can watch the Goldbergs. It's a great show. It really is. I love watching it. Speaking of other shows, there is some controversy brewing. And let's go get the article real quick. Where was it? And I've lost it. Yay! Live streaming. It's always going to be a wonderful thing. And I can't spell Thrones right, for one thing. Spelling has never been one of my strong suits. So for those of you who know me. So Game of Thrones, it's on HBO. If you have HBO Go, you can catch all the backstories and the new ones. If you haven't seen it before, what did they say? There's 3% of people that haven't seen it. And for a while, I was one of those 3%. I just didn't watch it. It didn't appeal to me at the time. But then I decided, you know what? It's coming to a close pretty soon. And I want to check it out. So I thought, yeah, I'll check it out. So I did, and I like it. I like it a lot. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. And especially if you like medieval times kind of things. So let's talk about some of the 10 most shocking moments, from blood to beheadings to some pretty nasty stuff. For those of you who don't know the characters, you're just going to be crap out of luck. So unfortunately, in this movie, there's a couple of, how do you say it? Bad scenes where they force sex on some people. There's also a lovely beheading, and they put the head on a spike. That was back in season 1, so no spoiler alerts there. But they kill one of the main characters right off the bat. I won't say which one, and they put his head on a spike, and then they take his daughter out to view it. And yeah, not nice at all. I mean, who does that? Some more bad stuff. A guy gets his wiener chopped off. Just pause, let that sink in. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Prostitutes get murdered. That happens. There's the red wedding. I don't know. That didn't seem too controversial. But in season 1, there's a looks like a teenage son of this one princess. Or maybe she's the queen. Doesn't really say that, but yeah, she's full on breastfeeding this kid. And I watched that episode, and I'm like, how do you CGI that? How? Yeah, exactly, Jared. Yeah, I don't know if you're going for the penis getting cut off, probably, but yeah, there's some nastiness in this movie. There's a lot of sex in this movie. I heard somebody say that it was kind of like watching something that with really good, not good, great writing, and then they throw in some sex scenes. It's like, yeah, exactly. All the above. All the above is just nasty, but they throw in sex scenes. I mean, that's going to keep some people's interest, but not everybody's. After a while, it gets old. Really, it does. I mean, it takes away from the storyline. Yeah, you know, some storylines have sex in them for a reason, but just gratuitous sex for no reason? Come on. There's some rat torture. I'm not going to go into that too much, but basically there's a bucket of rats is put on a man's chest, and yeah, they heat up with a flame, and they got to eat through the guy to escape. So, you know, rats, they're animals. The guy's head explodes. That's always a good one. There's a botched beheading, and you'll have those. So those are a few of the controversial scenes, but there was a scene left out. of this last episode, or I guess of the season finale, and people are freaking out. You know, I hate it when movies do that. TV shows, movies, whatever, do that, and it really just, especially if you've read the books. For those who read books like I do, like the Harry Potter books, I read all the Harry Potters, and you see the movies and things are left out, and you're like, man, that would explain this, but it's time. It's how much time do they have, you know, to do these movies, and it's not a lot, you know. So, I mean, you can only do so much in the time allotted. All right, what other movies are movies? I'm talking about TV, and I'm starting to talk about movies. So other movies, especially ones that movies. I said movies again. Other TV shows. I like Gotham. Gotham is excellent. I'm a big Batman fan, and I really like how they're doing it, how they're bringing in all the characters, how they started with the Penguin, and then you get the backstory on the Riddler, and when he became the Riddler, and the Catwoman, and just everybody in it. It's been really excellent, and I love watching it, and I hope everybody out there is with me on this. So if you like it, give me a big thumbs up, an emoji or something. I would appreciate it. Let me see if I can find the thumbs up in here for you. Oh, here we go. Pound it. Oh, not done. Yeah, we had a faux pas. All right. So if you're watching on, oh boy, we gotta leave this page. We gotta come back. We're having an issue on Facebook. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, it just shut down. So I'm gonna try to get it back. All right, so if you're watching on YouTube, I just had a little bit of a Facebook issue. So I'm going to get in here and fix it real quick. All right, got to do a restart real quick, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. I had a technical I can't even spell. Culty. So if you know me and you're sending me a text, I know. There we go. I don't know how this is going to work over on YouTube side. So, hey! So I'm back up on Facebook, and I'm not looking too happy right there. Man, sorry about that. I wish I knew what was going on there. I don't know what happened. It looks like I just jumped in. So we're talking about Gotham. There it is. Love that show. I hope you're a Gothamite with me, a Gotham. So talking about Gotham, we're gonna jump into movies real quick and talk about one of some people like it, some people don't. The new Joker from the Suicide Squad. A lot of people were not a fan. Also, it looks as if Warner Brothers is going to do another Joker story. I don't know. I guess they're going to go away from... I mean, they really didn't get into the story in Batman. The Dark Knight. There was not really a lot of Joker stories in that. I mean, you met the Joker, you found out how crazy he was. But it looks like there's going to be a spin-off based on Batman supervillains, the Joker and Harley Quinn, played by the Joker, played by Jared Leto and Margot Robbie. Then there's a solo movie in development, directed by the guy that did the Hangover, and it's going to be the Joker's backstory. Except Jared Leto's not going to play the Joker. So potentially it's going to be confusing. These Jokers won't have anything to do with each other. That means two actors will be putting their own spin on Batman's arch enemies. So I thought that the Dark Knight's Joker was just awesome. Awesome. And we all know what happened to that guy. Very sad. Took his own life. And so there went his Joker. What do? You know, in real life, you know that the reality is movies and television are the suspension of belief, right? It's a fantasy world. We all know that. Hey, thanks for coming back, Jared. Hey, if you're on YouTube, it looks like I got a couple watchers on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, drop me a chat and let me know. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, Facebook just decided to shut down on me. So that means I had to restart everything. I'm still live on YouTube, though. And was live right through the difficulty. So thanks again. Hey, and as you can see, I've got chat up on Facebook. So if you're over on Facebook, you'll get to see your chat live as it comes up. And I'll chat with you. I'll answer. You can see what everybody else has to say. It just pops up for a minute, and then it goes away. So if you like it, I think that pops up too, people that join. And if you donate to the stream, that'll pop up. It'll be a walking taco. You can donate to the stream by going to PayPal. Darth Panisha. I'm sounding like my friend Jared. It's Darth Panisha at gmail.com. And you can send me money through that. So why is Leto up there? You missed that part. Okay, so there's going to be a spinoff from the Suicide Squad. And Jared Leto is not going to play the Joker in the spinoff. So again, just like the Dark Knight, we've lost another Joker. Now, a lot of people didn't like Jared Leto's Joker. I've seen the 3 Jokers that DC has out there, and yeah. Jared's like, what? But yeah, he's not going to play, and we lost a Joker, the one from the Dark Knight. Heath Ledger he was a great actor. I thought he did a great job. Yeah, Jared, but a lot of people didn't like Jared Leto's. I did. I thought it was okay. I wasn't like super thrilled about it, but to me it was more about the Suicide Squad than about the Joker. But you can't have Harley Quinn without the Joker, just like you couldn't have the Suicide Squad without Batman, and you can't have Batman without the Joker. So I mean, it is what it is. So you know, that's where we are with that. So, but I did want to talk about something else when it comes to movies. There's going to be another superhero movie. A lot of people don't consider this guy a superhero, but he's got his own comic, and he's a good guy. I'm a Hellboy fan. I really enjoyed the movies. I know a lot of people did. I have a friend, Josh, who loves Hellboy, and I guess the big take out of Hellboy is that it's becoming hard to cast. I guess because of all the superhero movies that are out there, a lot of people are not A lot of actors are not coming to the forefront anymore to be in those movies anymore, and that's sad because where would we be if guys like Ryan Reynolds don't come and want to play Deadpool, so it makes you wonder. It's like, oh, crap, what are we gonna do? It's that's I'm so glad that superhero movies came out, because when I was a kid in the early 80s, there were a lot of superhero movies. We had not superhero movies, but superhero television shows. And we had Spider-Man. We had Captain America. We still were watching the old... We were still watching the old Batman. I don't know what you're talking about out in the open, but I'll try to keep it down. Oh, The Tick. The Tick's a good one. That television show is coming out here again. They're revamping The Tick. I love The Tick. Spoon! So there's the Hellboy movies coming out. I was trying to get the full cast here for you to show you who's in it. And it looks like I'm going to have to go to one of my favorite websites for anything to do with movies. It's IMDb. Great site. I am doing a lot of fillers, the fillers. So a friend of ours watched our stream and was like, there's a lot of fillers in there. So Ron Perlman is going to revamp his role as Hellboy. Selma Blair as Liz Sherman. Doug Jones is back as the Angel of Death. John Alexander will be Bethmora the Goblin. James Dodd is Joanna Kraus. Seth MacFarlane will be the voice of Joanna. Luke Gross as Prince, something I can't pronounce. And Anna Walton as Princess, something I can't pronounce. And John Hurt as Professor Broom. Jeffrey Tambor as Tom Manning. Some of those guys I don't even know. So there you go for you Hellboy fans out there. It's Hellboys. Oh, no. Ryan Reynolds will always be Deadpool. He's the original Deadpool. And I know some people want to come and kick me in the head for this, but I personally enjoyed The Green Lantern. I thought that movie was good. I liked it, Hey, Nick, welcome to the stream, buddy. I'm glad you could stop in for a few minutes. And thanks. I think that was you that gave me the thumbs up, so thanks. But like I was saying, hey, Darth Conquest is on YouTube. Hey, Darth Conquest, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. Us Sith Lords have to hang together. But I liked Green Lantern. A lot of people didn't. It's a green glowing suit. I saw it in 3D, which I don't really watch a lot of 3D movies. But I thought it was good. A lot of people didn't. I mean, it's your taste. And if you're a huge fan of those movies and they deviate in the slightest, it kind of hurts your feelings. And I've been there. And I've been to movies that I absolutely love. And it's like, they screwed up my favorite movie. And you take it personal. A lot of people do. So, and I don't blame people for that. I mean, especially if you grew up reading the comic books and they screw it up. So, it does. It hurts your feelings. So, again, another movie that's coming out soon will be Black Panther. I am looking forward to this. I loved Black Panther in Marvel Civil War. Loved that. I thought the actor did a great job. I love the suit. The Black Panther suit was awesome. I like how they set that up and introduced him in the show. You kind of don't like him if you're a Captain America fan, and you're like, he's after Bucky. If you're a Captain America fan and you've read the comics, then you know what's going on with Bucky down the road. But you know, it's like, oh God, it's after Bucky's, after Captain America's buddy, and yeah, that hurts. But it was good. I liked it. Oh yeah, try and say something nice about the Fantastic Four. Can't do it. The old one, yes. The old one with Chris Reynolds as Captain America, or as the Flame, that was good. I like that. But you can't say anything good about the new Fantastic Four. You can't. Yeah, challenge thrown. I can't accept that challenge. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. You just can't do it. But the first two I liked. Silver Surfer, fabulous. I loved how they did that. I loved how they did the whole thing. I thought it was great. I love the Silver Surfer. I'm not like a huge fan, but I thought they did an excellent job. I like how they captured him and how they teamed up with him. And you know, it all played well together, and I really like that. Again, I'm excited for the Black Panther. Talking about more superheroes, because we're just going to nerd out here. If you got an opinion, chime in. I mean, that's what this is all about. I want to talk to you. There's a little bit of delay, so the lighting was good for the Fantastic Four and the key grip. I think that's the guy. The key grip is the guy that handles the what is that? The tape. So let's see if I can find a Fantastic Four tag to put up here just for Jared. Oh, I got Fantasy Four. Yeah, that's not what I was looking for. There we go. So you've got the, and I liked Doom, Dr. Doom. Did they ever call him that in the movie? I don't think they did. They just called him Van Doom. And yeah, he was not good. Let's look at this real quick. So I want everybody to check this out. Let me bring it up here real quick. All right, so here, you gotta shrink it just a bit. Here's from the latest Fantastic Four movie. All right, look at the rock thing. How awful is that? I mean, it's just bad. And everybody was complaining about the other rock thing being fake looking, but compared, and I'm going to see if I can bring them both up together. See if I can figure out how to get them both on here at the same time. There we go. It's coming. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to transition. Check this out. Okay, so there's the comparison. There are the two rock things. So what do you think? Yeah, this CGI seemed a little better in the new one. That's like any technology. It's gonna evolve. It's gonna adapt. It's gonna get better. God, you hope it gets better. But personally, like the second Fantastic Four movie, I couldn't get involved with any of the characters. I guess, you know, it's like getting in a relationship. You get involved with the characters from the old movie, and it's just like, what? These new people are screwing my movie up. Like, it's like I said earlier about, you know, when people take it hard that the TV show or the movie that they've read the book about just doesn't match what they've read or what they've seen, or the comics, how the comics don't match the movies. And people, hey, Orange Magnifico, I did say rock thing. He's the thing, but he's made out of rock, so he's the rock thing. But yeah, people get emotionally attached, and then when movies start messing with their characters, they get a little hurt feelings over it, and they get hurt. That's why I liked him. He's supposed to look human. He's supposed to look more. He's a rock, but he's also he's a person. So yeah, I think so. So I'm going to jump into a Netflix show. There's Jessica Jones. I think she was the first of the superheroes in the Netflix universe that had her own show. And then after Jessica Jones, one of my favorites, and a lot of people like Ben Affleck, but a lot of people don't. But I believe this guy is now my new favorite Daredevil. Yeah, the old Fantastic Four movie probably did get a little rushed. I will agree. My PayPal is darthpanisha@gmail.com. If you want to do a donation, I'd appreciate it. I don't have the donation box open right now, so it won't show on the stream. But I appreciate it. It keeps us going. It's going to keep... I can buy more computer stuff and have a faster, better computer. I want another cam so I can do 2 cameras. I can go camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. What movie is that from? Anybody? Anybody? But hey, like I said, welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for chiming in. Hey, keep the chat going. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of delay, and if I don't get to exactly what you said when you said it, I'm still going to try to come back to it. We can pause things. But this Matt Murdock, I like this guy. I didn't hate Ben Affleck's Matt Murdock. Don't get me wrong. I actually liked it. I thought it was pretty good. But this guy, you know, it's a little longer series, and I thought it was an excellent series. I really liked it. I couldn't get into the Jessica Jones thing. Jessica Jones. It was a little much, I thought. But I get her character, and her character is kind of edgy. And what video? Oh, am I having video issues? My video should still be up. Somebody's asking me where my video went. But it should still be up. If you can't see it on Facebook, let me know. I got one person watching there. I've got 4 over in YouTube. So smash that like button, or if you're giving me a thumbs down, that's okay. I got no problem with it. But I just want to know what I can do to make it better. Okay, and this is interactive chat. So I don't have a script. I go on, look for some news, and then I try to bring it to you. And I want to talk about things that interest me. But if there's something you want to see, let me know. You may need to refresh on your Facebook, because I'm still running live on Facebook. So if you can't see me on Facebook, hit a refresh, and I should come back. So we talked about Jessica Jones. We talked about Daredevil a little bit. I thought it was great. I loved it. And then they brought Luke Cage out. Oh my God, another one. That was just really good. I'm getting to that Darth Conquest. I'm getting to that. But yeah, Luke Cage, excellent. Oh man, I couldn't get enough. I could not get enough. I just was like, every episode I wait and watch the episodes. You know, I don't want to miss any new ones. I want to watch them all. So I'm just like, wow. Luke Cage was so good. All the actors in that were great. To me, they were. I mean, I didn't see anything that... And I can't think of her name, but she's the nurse, and she's been in some Kevin Smith movies. And I like how they keep her going through the whole thing, and she's helping all these people out. And then she comes back. She's in the Defenders as Luke Cage's love interest. But then there was this movie, or series of mini movies, and it was hard to get into. And I watched most of it, but it didn't ever go. The martial arts I thought was really good. The love interest, I thought that was good. This is not the same guy from the comics, though. And I've read some of them. I've not been a huge Iron Fist fan all my life, and I didn't live and breathe Iron Fist, but I couldn't get into it. As much as I wanted to, I couldn't get into it. I forced myself to watch it, and I couldn't get into it. I could not. And man, I really wanted to. I tried. It was what it was. How many stars would you give it? If you were going to rate Iron Fist, how many stars would you give it? And this brings us to the Defenders. All 4 superheroes together, they beat the Justice League. I think it was kind of a race. I really do. I think it was a race. It was friggin' awesome. How could you not? How could you not think it was kind of a, you know, it's competition. If Marvel and, God bless it, I lost my feed again on YouTube. Man, wow. I'm going to try it again. This is getting bad. I don't know what's happening with YouTube. Or with Facebook. That's just horrible. That it's killing me. Oh man. Oh man. This is painful, guys. Sorry. So, wow. I'm gonna go ahead and kill Facebook. I feel bad, but I'll delete the Facebook video and I'll bring the one from YouTube over. That's painful, guys. That hurts. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it's a I don't know. That hurts. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. Competition in these things, it's kind of, oh, okay. You give it 3 out of 4 stars. You liked it a little more than I did. Maybe I was expecting more because of Daredevil and Luke Cage. Maybe that was what. Maybe that was the problem. I don't know. I really don't. I hope. I've watched part of the Defenders. I really haven't had time to sit down and enjoy it like I want to. So I've kind of been back and forth with it. I'm hoping that it's good. It seems like it's starting out pretty well. But again, I haven't had time to sit down and watch it like I want to. So I really want to I really do want to see it. So I'm hoping that it's going to be as good as at least Luke Cage and Daredevil were. So let's see, what else can we talk about? Let's go to a little bit of gaming, if you don't mind. Start out with one of my favorites, and I know this is probably one of Darth Conquest's favorites. It's Star Wars, and it's coming in VR, virtual reality Star Wars. You are actually going to get to lightsaber fight with or against Jedi, Sith. I've seen the ads for it. I've seen the YouTube videos for it, and they look damn good. They show them fighting Darth Vader right off the bat, so that's always good. We're gonna get to some PUBG. Don't worry about that. We're gonna get some PUBG. Yeah, I don't think the supporting characters in Iron Fist were as good as, Froggy. Luke Cage had some really good villains. Just the fist or the hand. I said the fist. The hand. That was a little rough. Because you really don't have one person. I think that's part of the problem. But anyway, going back to the virtual reality of Star Wars, it really looks like it's going to be good. It comes with a lightsaber handle and a little bit of a lightsaber that sticks out about that much over the hilt. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. You'll have another gadget, another sensor in your other hand. I'm waiting for when they make gloves, when they put gloves in there and make it a part of VR, so it's more in tune with your body, you know. It's got, like I said, it's got the VR headset. You're going to have a sensor, and you're going to get to actually have lightsaber fights. There's going to be some other things. Of course, you're going to be flying. A lot of people love to fly in those games. I don't. So we're gonna get to PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds here in a minute. We're Magnifico. It's one of my favorites, as everybody knows, because I stream it. So yeah, the Star Wars game, the VR game, looks like it is going to be off the chain. But there's another Star Wars game coming out that looks to be just as insane. Battlefront II. Holy cow. You're going to get to be Darth Maul, one of my favorite Star Wars characters. I stood in line just to get Kim Park's autograph and have a autograph picture of Darth Maul. It was friggin' awesome. The guy was really nice too. He's a nice guy. I think he talked to a few people, but Battlefront looks awesome. You're going to have, of course, you're going to have all the regulars. You're going to have Luke. You're going to have Leia, Han. You're going to have more bounty hunters besides Boba Fett. You're going to have Darth Maul, Obi-Wan. There's just a plethora. I don't think they're completely done with it. I think it's still in development, and there's still stuff coming out. I've seen some of the beta plays on YouTube. If you get time, you should probably go check those out. But love those. So yeah, there are going to be era changes in it too. So you're going to get to go between the different eras, Clone Wars to the New Hope era through. I would like to see more Old Republic, but I don't know that Disney, they killed the storyline on my books, which breaks my heart, makes me want to cry or throw myself in front of oncoming traffic. But no, it's not that bad. But as a lot of you know, I've got a lot of the books, and I love to read the books. I would like to see some old Republic era, some Darth Revan, or just Raven. Who else? Savage, that he would be a good one. Malik would be a really, Darth Malik, that would be a really good battle to watch, or just to be in, Darth Maul versus Darth Malik, or Luke Skywalker versus Malik, or, as you can see, I'm looking over here at my books and I'm like, oh wow, Samuel L. Jackson. I don't yell, this is the way I talk, I'm Samuel Jackson. Nothing beats the Dave Chappelle Samuel L. Jackson beer skits. Those are friggin' excellent. Those are great. And his purple lightsaber. Yes. Can't remember which. I was looking over my books trying to see remember which book he was in. I want to say it was the Celtis Deception. I want to say it was the Celtis Deception, but it could have been Shatterpoint that he was really big into. But Star Wars. I could talk for hours on Star Wars. So let's go to one more game. This is a game that I know my godson wants to get. He probably just perked his ears up a little bit. And a game that I liked a lot as NBA 2K16, NBA 2K17, and now we have NBA 2K18. So here's my big complaint about all these. Tell me this. Why? Why, oh why can't my coins, my money that I've already gotten one game, transfer over to from 16 to 17, from 17 to 18? I want to use my coins to. I already got a character going. Sometimes you like to start all over, but sometimes you don't. You know, and I would really like to not start all over again. I would really like to carry my guy into the next season with the new rosters and play these other teams with the new rosters. But you can't, and I know why they do it. It's a money thing. You know, they're in the business to make money. They're in the gaming business to make money. They have to make some of their people happy, or it's just not going to work. So, I mean, it is what it is, unfortunately. Unfortunately. So here it is, the game that has just unseated Dota 2 as the most played game on Steam. I wanted to try to find the numbers on this, but I was having an issue earlier finding exactly what I was looking for. And I was running out of time before the stream, but I wanted to see how many people are playing it. I know that over 4 million copies have been sold. Oh, now the headline reads, PUBG briefly surpasses Dota 2 in concurrent players becoming the most played game on stream. It's only been out for, what, since March? I'm pretty sure it's March. But at one point, and it says the peak today, and I was trying to, on August the 27th, the peak was 877,844. 877,844 players. That's 35,000, just a little less than 34,000 and something over Dota. And then it's followed by Counter-Strike, Grand Theft Auto, H1Z1, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, Team Fortress, Football Manager, Path of Exile, and Warframe. But again, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds has not been out that long, since March, so we're looking at 4 months, 5 months. People really like it. I did hear some of the stream guys and some of the pros are already like, well, the map's getting old and I keep dropping in the same places and I know the same places to go all the time, but it does change a little bit. The circle changes. Things are changing, and the players make the difference, you know. So it's going to be really good, and for a while, because they're getting ready to change the map again. They have 2 more maps coming up. Two maps coming out. One of them again is an 8x8. The desert one is going to be an 8 kilometer by 8 kilometer map, so it's going to be the same size as the map now, but the texture is supposed to be getting better. So there'll be more places, more cover to hide in, basically. So you'll have more ravines, more little areas to duck down in, and there's going to be less open fields. That was another one. The buildings, there's going to be some 8-story buildings, so I jump off the top of 4-story buildings now and take damage. Probably going to die when you jump off an 8-story building. I don't know. I know that if I jumped off a 4-story building in real life, I would snap my legs, but that's why it's a video game, right? So PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, love the game. You should go check out the website. People call it PUBG, P-U-B-G, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's $30. It's one of the cheaper games out there. It's coming out for Xbox. I keep hearing, and I keep hearing, and I keep hearing, and I keep hearing, and I keep hearing about cross-platform play. If you got it on PC, you can play against people on Xbox, and if you have it on Xbox, you can play against people that have it on PlayStation, and they keep talking about that, and I really haven't seen it yet, and I want it. I want to play against. I want to see the main difference with people playing using controllers, which I use a controller when I play it on my PC because they now have Xbox controller settings, versus people that do keyboard and mouse. I'm just not good with the mouse and the keyboard, and I hear other people, oh, that's the only way to play. I think it's the individual person and how you started out. I mean, I started out with consoles. I didn't start out with PC games. I'm relatively new to PC games in the last couple years. But one of the things I've heard about when it comes out for console, it's going to be a lot more customization of your characters, which I think that's going to be cool. That to me, that's going to be the big thing. I use a combination of the keyboard and mouse. I'm not going to lie. Or not keyboard and mouse. I use the mouse a little bit. You have to. But I use the combination of the keyboard and controller more, especially when I go to look around. I can hit Alt and wiggle around going 360. It's better. I'm better with the controller. Yeah, controller for the win. So I wish more of my friends would play it. During Gamescom, if you didn't know, they had a Gamescom in Germany last week. $350,000 worth of prize money went out. For that tournament, people were really excited about the first-person perspective. They said it was more exciting, that the third-person peeking was not very fair. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a game. You know, I mean, it's fair because both sides can use it. If I can use it and you can't use it, then that's not fair. But if we both have it and we both can use it, that's fair. One of my friends, when we were playing the other day, we were talking about all the hacks that are out there. You can get hacks. You can get hacks for any PC game practically, and it sucks. That is not fair at all. When you can get an aimbot that shows where I'm at on the other side of the map and I'm trying to hide or I'm looting, and you come over and follow that aimbot, that red square, wherever I'm at, I'm hiding behind a tree, and all you do is wait for me to step out from behind the tree and you smoke me, especially if you have a scope and a good weapon. That is absolutely not fair. But again, I'm excited about it coming out for Xbox. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a good game for Xbox. I believe they've invested quite a bit of money into it. So there's something I wanted to talk to everybody about, and I didn't know if people were tracking it. This Friday, tomorrow, September 1st, there will be a nearly 3-mile wide asteroid will make a relatively close call with Earth. I wish I had like a sounder board where I can go dun dun dun. But yeah, 3-mile wide asteroid is going to make a relatively close call with Earth. Have you seen the movie Armageddon? Another Ben Affleck movie. But Liv Tyler and Bruce Willis. Good movie. I like that movie. Oh, and it's got Steve Buscemi. Gotta love Steve Buscemi. So yeah, you shouldn't, in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, you shouldn't one-shot kill anybody when you have a level 3 helmet on. But back to the asteroid, it's going to be 3 miles long. It will be within about 4.4 million miles of Earth at around 8:05 Eastern Time, NASA says. And while a few million miles sounds like a lot of room, it's actually pretty close when it's past. We're talking about space. One of the things that when I read the article that they were talking about is other asteroids can hit Batfleck. Yeah, Batfleck is in Armageddon, but he was in there before he was Batfleck. Matt Damon. So anyway, other asteroids or comets or other things can hit an asteroid and move it out of its trajectory. So how much different trajectory would it have to be before it came over and smacked the Earth? I don't really even want to. Let's not talk about that. That's not cool, because I don't think we have. I don't think we have any oil drillers out there that would really be willing to go jump on a. I could be wrong. They may want to go on an asteroid. Maybe that's their thing now after they see that. But it's out there. Let me see if I can find a picture. There's a really nice photo that NASA has. That shows about how far out it would be. Let's go CNN, see what CNN has here. Dun, 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 dun. How far away is it? 4.4 million miles. That's like I said, it sounds like a lot, you know, big, what do they say? Big sky, little target, or little bullet when we're firing artillery up in there. Well, there's not a good picture, but 4.4 million miles from the Earth. Let's pray that it doesn't actually hit us. So as we're winding down, some other things that I want to talk to you about. The world of phones. The Samsung's coming out here pretty soon. Samsung 7, we all know what happened with that crazy thing. It would blow up and burn your face. People didn't like that. Well, duh. I had a Samsung 7. I really, no, Samsung 4. I'm sorry. I had the 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe it was the 7. Crap. Which one of the Samsungs would blow up and burn your face? Let's Google it. Samsung phone that caught fire. Galaxy Note 7. I was right. It was Samsung, so it's Galaxy Note 7. It had a problem with catching on fire and burning people's face and their pockets and other things. It was pretty bad. Google's iPhone 8's coming out. This Galaxy Note 8 is coming out. So there's going to be some new phones. It's always around this time of year, and everybody's calling and seeing if they can get the latest and greatest cell phones and gadgets. I like my phone. I like my gadget. Yeah, the S7. Well, okay, going back to the asteroid, it was on CNN. It might be fake news, but NASA says it. So trying to keep the political air kind of out of the nerd news here, because I don't want to get a whole bunch of anti-nerds. No, we'd never have an anti-nerd, and not like Antifa, but anti-nerds. Nah, that'd never happen. Anti-nerds are called jocks, right? From like Revenge of the Nerds. Nerds. And then at the end, Ogre became a nerd. So, at PopCon, by the way, this year, Indianapolis's PopCon, Booger was there. I really wanted to get his autograph, and there was no line. I should have, but I didn't. So it is what it is. And he seems like a really decent guy, and he talked to a lot of people. So, well, with the new cell phone coming out, there's always technology coming, and right now the big battle is between AMD and Intel. AMD came out with a Threadripper. The Threadripper is a monster. It has so many cores. I was trying to get the core count. Here we go. Come here. Technical difficulties with my mouse. And then we jump into a commercial for something. The Threadripper, the chip is so big it like fits in your hand. The box is huge. With the technology we have now, the smaller chips, they're about that big. They sit in a pin holder, and you have the different pins, and they just drop in there. Not anymore. There's no pins on the back of these. They're, like I said, they're monstrous. They have a ton. It has 16 cores. 16, okay? That's double of what my PC is running now. Right now, I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 internet windows. I have Streamlabs open. Was streaming to 2 separate, but now I'm just streaming to 1 to YouTube. And it's, I'm having no problems. But the Threadripper has 16 cores, 32 threads. It has 64 PCIe lanes. All your stuff is hooked up in your computer through SATA cables and all these things that a lot of people don't really know or understand. I went to school for it. It's really interesting, still nerdy stuff to me. And I enjoy computers. Most people just buy a computer and why won't it play the game I want to play? It's too slow. My internet sucks, and come to find out it's not your internet, it's the cable that you bought in 1980 that just doesn't have the latest and updated technology to run what you want to run. You're running you have a 1 gigabyte cable and you're trying to push 3 gigabytes through it. It just won't work. And people don't understand that. Oh, yeah, I lost you, I know. But you need, unfortunately with technology, you need the latest and greatest, and it's expensive. Let's just see how much one of these. I'm gonna go to Amazon here, and Amazon, and let's go with the AMD Threadripper, and it just comes up automatically. And the Threadripper itself is $1,000. Just the chip is $1,000. You need the board, the motherboard that it goes on, because it has a new attachment. So I just built my computer not too long ago. Like I said, I've got a regular AMD 17 or Ryzen 7 1700X chip in there. I can't just take that chip out and replace it with the Threadripper. It's huge. Like I said, it's probably that big, and I don't know about that wide, so it's big as my face. And the motherboard, you have to have a new motherboard for it because the socket's different. And the motherboard for one is it's on sale for $350, but it's actually about $380. So just to tell you the difference, I paid about that much for my chip and motherboard. Pretty close. A little bit more. I'm not going to tell you exactly, but a little bit more, a little bit less. So, and let's go see what Intel has. Like I said, it's a battle like with DC. Intel CPUs. Just like in DC versus Marvel. Right now, the big thing going is the 7th generation for Intel, but they came out with their new one, and I was trying to find a price on it, and I can't find a price on it because that's ticking me off. So let's go to Google. I love Google. Love the Google box. I forget what it's called. 8th generation Intel Core processor. All these things have names. It's like anything else. The i9, that's it. It's the i9, the X series, and I know they're beyond expensive. They're see you later. Thanks for stopping by there, Random Hero. Come back later on and check out YouTube and watch the rest of it. Because I'm wrapping it up now, guys, and it's going a little over an hour. An hour is what I usually want to go, but had a little technical difficulty. The i9 $7,900 is right around $1,000 as well. Again, it requires another motherboard, different one. You can't just replace chips. So there you have it. The latest and greatest in computer technology is going to cost you some money. From the Ryzen Threadripper to the Intel i9 processor, it is what it is. I say that sometimes, but it's true. It is what it is. You know, you gotta spend the money sometimes to get what you want. People will sometimes cheapskate on certain things, and in the end they're kicking themselves in the butt for doing that. I spent a nice load of money on my computer, and if you would like assistance or want to know how to build your own computer, I would be more than glad to help you. Just drop me a line. If you have my phone number, text me. I'm not going to give my phone number out here, and if you're watching and you do have my phone number, just don't give it out. But I would be more glad to help you. Shoot me a text or an email, and I'll blow up my email, and I'm going to put it right here under the thank you. There it is. DarthPanisha@gmail.com. DarthPanisha@gmail.com. Like I said, I would be more than glad to help anybody that wants to build their own computer. I'll give you advice. I'll help you build it. I won't build it for you. I think a lot of people need to learn how to build their own computer so they know and understand it. So that's the main reason why I built mine. I took classes to learn about computers and to understand them, and to not build my own would kind of be dumb. An AIDS generator that's gonna stick. God, I hope there's not an AIDS generator. Did I say AIDS generator? Yeah, the AIDS generator. I said 8th generator in 8th generation. Duh. Well, I'd like to say thanks for stopping by. And again, there's my email. Drop me a line. I want to give a special thanks to Jared Plus for dropping a 10 spot in the donation. That'll help. I'm still working and refining, so I hope you come back and check me out later. Again, thanks for stopping by. This is Darth Panisha for NERDINT, Nerd Intelligence. Over and out.